Greetings, beloveds. I have some advice, which is a solution, not the only solution, for a situation where you want to clear old energy in order to move forward in your life and open the door for new opportunities for yourself and your destiny, whether that be for a new relationship, wealth, or you just want a reset and a brand new start. These exercises are open to all faiths, but go well with any work in Ifa tradition in conjunction with working with your elders or whatever comes up for you via divination. I highly recommend you follow the advice, and if there's anything you need to do for your ori, known as your head, in order to align it again, then go for it and do it in conjunction with this. This is a spiritualist exercise, no different than doing a white flower bath with Efun and Florida water and things such as that. The reason why you can do this on your own is because the main ingredient in this, or whatever type of work you do, even with the help of an elder or a spiritual worker, is going to take, number one, your willingness, and number two, this is something that your ori, which is your soul or your higher self, has to agree with or it won't work. Another thing is to make sure you are absolutely ready to cut the cords. I would not advise you to make this type of decision if you're just angry in the heat of the moment. Make sure it's what you really want. So don't come blaming me if you do it and it works and you regret it. Think about it, give it some time, because this is supposed to have permanent effect. Now, just like Juanita Bynum said in the No More Sheets video, a lot of women and a lot of men too, they're not married legally, but they're not single either. Even if there's no one you're seeing in your life at this time, there are most likely old cords from past experiences. And on top of that, sometimes we are born carrying the trauma and experiences of our parents, especially our mother. So whatever went on in your mother's life about a year before you were born, you may want to look into that and cut and clear any cords related to those relationships or whoever she dealt with before your father or whatever happened. You want to make sure that you are also cutting ties that you carried over from your ancestors' own pain and trauma through epigenetics. This exercise should go on for 21 days straight without fail, without missing a day, and is best started during a waning moon. We are now in a waning moon phase right now, so pay attention to the moon cycles, but you're going to keep going with it without missing a day, even throughout the new moon, waxing, and full moon. 21 days is the standard number, but if you want to go as far as doing this for 40 days, if it's that serious and intense, I would highly advise that you continue to do so. The more intense the soul ties created from different people or different entities, you may want to do this for 40 days in conjunction with perhaps fasting, wearing white, cleansing baths, and egg purification rituals in order to strengthen what you are doing. I will leave a list of suggested cleaning supplies that you can use on your own that are affordable and easily accessible, such as eggs, white flowers, salt, fresh spring water, a white or lavender candle, fresh herbs, and other items that you can use during your cut and cleansing process as you are severing old cords that should have been severed a long time ago. Many times we break up with people in relationships physically, we block them from social media and do certain things such as that, but the cords still need to be severed and cut. Unlike ancient times, more and more people are starting to date more people and come across people that were most likely not even supposed to be written in their soul contract. So it is very important to cleanse that energetic influence out of the picture frame, because when you bind yourself to someone in sexual alchemy, you are also combining to their ancestral bloodline, their karmas, their epigenetic traumas, their bad luck, and their good luck too. But you want to make sure that all energy is from source and solely belongs to you. So you want to make sure that you call all your soul fragments back to yourself so that you can be, feel, and operate as a whole aligned being in the earth realm for effectiveness. For those of you that practice Ifa, Isheshe, or any type of Orisha tradition, I highly recommend that you have divination done to see if you need an Ibori, also known as rogación de cabeza, in order to realign your head and give yourself a head tune-up with an experienced elder that can help you with the process. And make sure to divine to see if your ori has received what has been put on your head for alignment. For more information about Ori, check out my website, guidesandgoals.com. Just like you decided or either were forced to join your astral and physical body with a particular person, it is now up to you to make the decision to unjoin your astral and physical body from a person. So this is self-work, and it's going to take willingness, commitment, and focus without fail if you really want to sever cords, move on with your life, and open the door to things that are meant to be there in this season. In African spirituality, there are certain things that are done through the prescription of divination, such as cleansings for spirit husbands and spirit wives, rompimientos, paraldos, and separation exercises, which is Eggshell rune type of work. But before you go that far to that degree, you can do these things in conjunction to that. Or suppose you don't believe in Ifa or Orisha tradition, you can still do this on your own. And if it doesn't work, then that's when you call the experts to help you effectively sever the cords. This is a mild form of spiritual work where you are seeking to not only get over a person, but to get on with your life to where their energy does not interfere with what you have going on now. A lot of people talk a lot about okorum or spirit spouse, spirit husband, spirit wife, etc. But rarely is it talked about the Egbe Aye, your soul group members who are alive, incarnated in the earth realm with you, that you need to cut ties with in this lifetime in order to see progress in your life. It is believed that it takes 7 years to detox someone's spiritual influence out of your body after you have had a sexual liaison with them. But if 7 years has passed by and the person is detoxed out your system, but you're not over them or you haven't cut the cord, it's time to do some reinforcement work. Especially if they have moved on, but you haven't moved on in whatever type of way. If you have children with a particular person, this particular exercise can get complicated. So make sure you do lots of prayer and covering work for your children so that their energy does not interfere with you doing the severing work between the other parent. As spiritualists, we tend to start any type of prayer or ritual work with libations and opening the way, always giving acknowledgement and honor to the source, the divine creator, Olodumare, or however you call the name of the Most High God. After that, we honor our ancestors, our spirit guides, and then the Orisha of the crossroads, Ilegba. Because Oshe Otura states, nothing can be done without the help of Eshu. Now, while this isn't Orisha work, it doesn't hurt to pour a libation. So if you don't practice that particular tradition, just sprinkle a few drops of water on the ground, giving acknowledgement to however you call divine source, if you believe in source, and pray for ancestral and spirit guide assistance, and that your angels assist you in the work that you are doing, and that they encourage you to stay on your path. If nothing else, most definitely, you're going to have to call on your own Ori, known as your head, oversoul, or higher self, to assist you and align you and reinforce the work that you are doing so that it will be effective. So after pouring a libation and giving acknowledgement to your spiritual self and your spiritual team, known as your guides, ancestors, and angels, you now want to state your intention each day on why you are doing this. You want to state what you are doing and why you are doing it. And you also want to keep in mind the benefit of what you are receiving for doing this work and making this consistent sacrifice. Now keep in mind, this is not going to work if you are doing the work and you're double dipping back and forth with the person. So if you're doing this cord cutting work at 7 a.m. and by 3 p.m. you're back in the sack with the person, don't expect to see too many results. Fuzzy efforts will lead to a fuzzy outcome, so keep that in mind. I've always believed in doing cord cutting work, but after my appointment with an Akashic record reader and given certain exercises, I highly recommend doing some sort of scripted exercises to speak out loud for the 21 days. Don't try to just do this telepathically. You want to speak and use your Ofo Ashe or power of word to decree and declare what it is you're attempting to do. So let us begin with the demonstration. And remember, don't attempt this until you're ready. Be honest with yourself. Totally honest with yourself. If it works, what are you going to do after the fact? Make sure you have plans in place and be prepared to carry them forth. Peace and bliss. Imagine yourself in a circle and a particular person in another circle in a field with a rope attached to both of you. Be sure to only do one person at a time. Imagine yourself stating your intentions clearly and intensely to the person you are getting ready to disconnect from. Let the person know that it is time to cut the cord energetically. Imagine a violet flame burning the ropes to ashes. As the cord burns, state cancel, cut, clear, delete, block. As the cord is burned by the violet flame, state the name of the person 3 times. For example, John Doe, I divorce you and annul your energetic influence over my life. John Doe, I divorce you and annul your energetic influence over my life. John Doe, I divorce you and annul your energetic influence over my life. This is not gender specific, so if you need to say Jane Doe, I divorce you and annul your energetic influence over my life 3 times, then do so. Imagine both of you are turning your backs to one another and the person is going west in the opposite direction of you. Walk to a clear river and imagine being washed and cleansed in the water. Light a white or violet candle. Then place a bowl of salt water in front of you. Inhale deeply to the count of 7. Hold that breath deeply to the count of 9 and then exhale to the count of 9. Do this breath exercise 3 times. Here is an example of what's best to be said depending on what you personally believe, so feel free to write your own scripting for this. But here's an example. Giving honor to my God, my guide, my source, creator of all things in heaven and earth. Giving honor to my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my ancient elders, in all aspects of my soul on all dimensions. Ori, divine higher self, I call on you. Divine higher self, I call on you. Divine higher self, I call on you. Thank you for assisting me, Jane Doe, for example, in divorcing John Doe and calling my soul fragments back to myself in all aspects of time and dimensions. Special note on this part as a suggestion. Make sure that you are speaking with authority. You don't want to speak with your cute, girly, coy voice. You want to put some Motown on it. You want to command and put your foot down when you are speaking. Speak with authority and speak with power. Let's try this again. Giving honor to my God, my guide, my source, creator of all things in heaven and earth. Giving honor to my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my ancient elders, in all aspects of my soul on all dimensions. Ori, divine higher self, I call on you. Divine higher self, I call on you. Divine higher self, I call on you. Thank you for assisting me, Jane Doe, in divorcing John Doe and calling my soul fragments back to myself in all aspect of time and dimensions. Thank you for divorcing, canceling, annulling, clearing, and deleting John Doe from my soul, my womb, my body, and my DNA. I cancel, revoke, withdraw, and refuse any vows or energetic influences and karmic ties in relation to John Doe. I release all pain, restriction, addiction, trauma, disappointment, disrespect, negative experiences, and all bad things into the violet flame to be burned and purified with the water of neutrality and healing light. Thank you for revealing, healing, and sealing all wounds with golden light. Thank you for removing from my astral and physical body all negative thought forms associated with John Doe. Thank you for repairing all damage to my earthly body, my astral body, my heart, mind, and inner soul. Thank you for assisting me in divorcing, canceling, and closing my connection to John Doe. Thank you for renewing and repairing my soul fragments, heart, mind, womb, body, and health to pH balance on all dimensions, levels, and lifetimes. Thank you for unblocking my connection to divine source and aligning my head, heart, and feet. Thank you that my thoughts, feelings and actions are in alignment with my current life and destiny here on this earth. Thank you for surrounding me, my children, and loved ones with a bubble of protection as the violet flame burns any entity attempting to enter and do harm to my life, destiny, and purpose. Thank you for filling my healing and transformation process with joy and plenty of things to be thankful for. I now call all parts of myself back to me, return to me healthy, clean, and whole. I call my wealth back to me. I call my beauty back to me. I call my youth back to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine Source, for filling me up so that I may fulfill my purpose on earth. Ashe, Amen, and so it is.